Good morning students. In this video, I will be discussing on how to simulate DHCP protocol using Cisco Packet Tracer. DHCP is known as Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, which helps in assigning the IP addresses automatically to all the nodes in the network. So let's see the demonstration. For simplicity, I will take one single router, that is 2811, and a single switch and a small network with 3 nodes. Okay, just go for connections. Okay, no need to set any IP address for any system. So DHCP router or server will automatically assign the IP addresses to all the systems. That is what we need to configure. So just I will name the server here like DHCP router I will name instead of server, and you can give one IP address for this. And this IP address, please remember, should not be used to assign any of the nodes in the network. Okay, this is the address for the DHCP server, 192.168.2.1. Some address will give. Okay. So now let configure the router, DHCP router. Just double click on it. Single click. You can see command line interface. Just click no here. Okay. Just go to enable mode. Type en. Now type in config to enter into global configuration mode. So now we are in configuration mode. Just give the router name as a DHCP server or something else as per your convenience. Just type host name and then give some name for the router. That is, I will give as DHCP server or router, anything. Okay, now DHCP server configuration started. As you already seen, the interface for this is what? That is FA0/0. Okay, just enter into that interface. Type int interface F0/0. Then you are now in interface of particular DHCP router. Then give the IP address for that. Already we have seen what IP address we have given, 192.168.2.1. Same IP address you can give. Just type IP space address space, give the IP address name, number 192.168.2.1, and give the subnet mask. Since it is a class C IP address, the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, and then click enter. So now the IP address is assigned to the DHCP router. Now just go for exit. So now I am coming outside to the interface. Now I am in configuration mode. If you want to check whether the IP address is created or not, a server is created or not, just type do show IP interface brief BR. Just type do space sh space IP space int interface space brief BR. Now you can see here we have got the what you call that IP address assigned, that is 192.168.2.1. Okay. Now you configure the DHCP server. Just type IP space DHCP space. But whenever you are assigning the IP addresses automatically to all the nodes in the network, please see that this address should not be used. So I am just excluding that IP address. So I am writing IP space DHCP space excluded, EXCLUDED, excluded address. Which address? This IP address. Which one? Which we assign to the router, DHCP router. Just type that 192.168.2.1. So that address should not be assigned to any node in the network. Just click enter. So now that IP address is excluded. Now you call the pool function IP space DHCP pool. Pool means for a specific network, all the IP addresses will be pooled automatically one after the other. So just type IP space DHCP space pool and then type 192.168. Just give the DHCP server IP address .2.1. Click enter. Now automatically now it is ready. So now you give some network ID as well as router ID. Okay, just type network space, give some network ID for this router. Okay, so already we have sent the IP address, so just give the network ID, which network it needs to go, and also give the router ID, default router for this network. If there is one more network, then you can connect one more switch and you can form one more network. For that, again, you should give separate pool ID, separate router ID, as well as separate what you call that, DNS server ID if you want. Okay. However, I have created only single network, no problem. So now you give the network ID, any network ID like a network space 192.168. Since I have given 2.1 is the router ID, I will give 2.0 as the network ID and give the default mask 255.255.255.0. Okay, and then click enter. Now a network ID is found. Give the default router ID, default hyphen router. So the router ID is nothing but your DHCP router. So the router ID is same. This one only you can give. Just type that ID only. Default router is 192.168.1.1. Sorry, 2.1. Okay, enter. So this is the router ID and this is the network ID 2.0. Okay, now you give some DNS server address because it needs to convert your domain name into IP addresses. No, so if you want, you can give DNS server also, DNS server space and give any IP address. Like I will give like 6.6.6.6 some address. So these are all the things you need to do whenever you are establishing the or you are configuring the DHCP. This pool, if you are having one more network, give the separate pool address, then give the network address, give the default router address, and then DNS server address. I think you have configured the entire network. Now just go to the topology, and here you can see I have not assigned any IP address. Now you see automatically this DHCP server might be assigned some addresses to all the nodes. Just click on it to check. Go to desktop, IP configuration, and go to DHCP. See, it is requesting IP address. Yeah, you can see the IP address is automatically assigned here 192.169.254.181.171. Similarly, if you check other system also, it will be assigned. No need to assign anything here. DHCP click, it is requesting the IP address. Maybe it takes some time. Yeah, you can see the IP address is assigned. Similarly for this, go to desktop, IP configuration, DHCP. Yeah, you can see that IP address is assigned. So if you want, you can just ping the dummy packet from here to here. Automatically it will ping, or I will send some dummy message. I will just check it whether it will go. You can see it is successful. Just go to simulation, play the button. You can see the packets can easily move from here to here because the IP address is assigned automatically. Also you can see, and even acknowledgement is also going perfectly, and then it may now it accepts it. Here you can see successful. So in this way, the DHCP server will help us to automatically assign the IP addresses to all the nodes in the network. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.